Welcome back to part 2, guys. If you've been following the first part of the video, you'll know that I was getting a few bits of the Defender retrimmed by a company called Seatskins. They are also known as Individual Auto Design up in Wigan, and they're responsible for these very, very fancy seat skins. Now these are actually covers that go over the top of the original seat to protect them, but my, they look so good. And there's like a million different designs. I'll do a proper video on that soon. Now I've had a few things retrimmed, namely the Cubby box. This is much nicer. They built this up with some foam in there and they retrimmed it using the matching perforated alcantara in a dark grey and this leather look here with some nice matching stitches. Looks a lot better and I can rest my arm, that's a lot comfier. Also done the dashboard cowling here, so they've retrimmed this in dark grey alcantara with a nice contrast stitch, and also the same on the other part of the dashboard trim that goes over there. So we're still waiting for the grab handle, because apparently that is causing them a few issues because this is like a padded alcantara and I think they can't get the correct fit with padded, so they're just going to do that in standard, which I think will look cool. It's rubbish lighting here if you can still see me. So I'm going to get these bits fitted back onto the car now and watch this space. So the only slight issue I've come across here is that they haven't put the holes in the fabric that need to have these going through them, so it's not an issue. I just need to get a little knife and carefully cut a couple little holes in there, and it's the same on that. Shame because they look so good, I don't want to pierce them, but needs must. Okay, so with these I've literally just pierced a little hole through them and then I've managed to get the 2 screws started through there, and that should just fit straight back on to the dash again there. Right, so the first one is almost in. It was quite a tight squeeze because this is fairly padded, so yeah, never say never, nothing's easy. I tried to get it back into the little clip holes and it was having none of it, but a bit of force and that's all good now. So I just need to tighten these up to get a good finish on it, and that is the dash cowling in. So the passenger side went in a lot easier than the dash cowl. It just needs a couple of those screws, one either side where I've put the holes, and then that should tighten up nicely. And there we have it, finished article, all nice and tight, looking a lot better than the original. Now the one I'm not looking forward to, getting the Cubby box all back in again, so I've got to actually get under the car. To lock off the rib nuts. After that it should be relatively plain sailing, but if you watched part 1 you'll know what happened. So again, this is proving a right nightmare. Managed to get the original one back in without having to get under the car, but these two had to get under the car and lock off the rib nuts from the base, and this one is very difficult because it's hidden behind, it's like the drive shaft of the gearbox or something, so trying to get my hand up and get an adjustable spanner on it and locked off is a nightmare. But right, hopefully it's done now. Done it. It's taken me about 45 minutes just to do that last bolt and get it screwed in. It was stuck really fast halfway down the thread, and no matter what I did I could not get purchase on the lock-in pliers underneath. But I've done it now and it's all in finally. And this is just to show you, if you didn't watch part 1, how difficult it is to get to that rib nut. It's literally behind there. You see that bit of silver? That's the locking pliers all the way back there. It's an absolute nightmare to change the Cubby box, but it's done now. And so there we have it. We've changed this, and this. This is a swine. But it's all done now and it looks really good. Very happy with it. So once I've cleaned it all up, put the steering wheel back on, then I think we'll finally be good. We're still waiting for the grab handle, but that'll be with us shortly. So it'll be interesting to see now how this fares. It looks a lot comfier, just the right height. I can still change gear, but yeah, word of warning, if you're going to change your Cubby box, be ready for about an hour or 2 minimum of great fun underneath the Defender trying to get at your rib nuts.